Hi everyone, welcome to Philosophical Exploration, where we explore all aspects of the life experience. My name is Oleg Vydra, and today let's talk about living an authentic, happy life experience. What does it really take to be happy in life, to become happy in life, to create a foundation of life as we go forward so we can live an authentic life experience that makes us feel happy every day, that makes us feel passionate, inspired. And how does this distance come to be anyway? Why aren't we all living a happy life experience? Why is the basis for so many people people don't even believe that it's possible anymore? And I think part of it happens is, of course, as we grow up, there's a lot of programs, a lot of systems that are programmed into us, that are instilled into our subconscious. And a lot of times, a lot of us are actually living a life experience that's more about fitting into culture, our parents, our governments, things that have been programmed of what we should be like, what we should think like, what we should do, what should make us happy, compared to the reality of who we are as a self-realized human being, what we would really do to make ourselves feel happy in life. And there's a little bit of that distance, and as that distance grows, it seems more and more elusive. It seems further and further away that it's even possible to live what is considered a happy life experience. And when we see others passionately living and happy, we think that it's such a small percentage of what's possible, but it's not possible for us. Or what does that person have that I don't have? Why is that person happy? Then we almost become jaded towards those people that maybe are living a happy life experience. And so one of the things that I want to simplify, and I think a lot of you are going to be able to connect with this, because of course there's so much depth to this, to actually creating our life to being the way we want it. And sometimes when our life isn't heading in that direction, it's like taking a big ship, a big tanker going down our canal, and our job is to really slowly, and it does take some time sometimes, right? But if we do it, if we're careful, a little bit at a time, we can turn this tanker around. But this tanker is actually our life, right? That no matter how far we are into a certain life, it is possible to make shifts in conscious awareness and in actual actions that we're doing to help us go further into a greater, happier life experience. So the three categories are, number one, it's mental, right? It's the things that we envision, the things that we think about, the things that we imagine for ourselves, right? It begins with the thought process. After everything that we've experienced, after everything that we've looked at in life, as we mature, get older, our mind starts to create these visions, these dreams, right, for ourselves, something that maybe inspires us, makes us feel passionate. And of course, then the program sets in and says, well, no, it's already too late. You can't. Look at where your life is now. You're already committed to this and that. So it begins with our mind, then it gets translated down towards our heart, to our internal guidance system. Our heart feels something, right? Our guidance tells us, God, I wish, or I would really love to go in this direction, or I'd love to do this. And so you've got this combination of our mind and our heart, or feeling. And then the third part is action, the doing, right? And so your mind is thinking one thing, you're feeling another, but your actions are completely going against your mind and heart, what you really want, because you feel that you have to be already doing, because you already started this, because your parents guided you, because you thought you needed to do this, because you learned about this at the university. Now you're committed, you have to do this for the rest of your life. And so your actions are not facilitating what you're feeling, what your heart, what your visions are. But truly, the reality is that to live an authentic, happy life experience, to be happy in life, the three have to be aligned, right? Your mind, your heart, and your actions. And when the three are aligned, then you can wake up every day. You can envision, you can see, you can feel, and then you can do. And that's going to make you happier. And that's the reality. And most of us want to be happy. So the earlier that you learn this in life, that's why it's so important. The earlier that you come to this realization as a young adult, where you can make decisions for yourself, if you start to form your life, right, Because life is extraordinary by design. You design your own life. You are the architect of your life. You are ultimately your guru and master. And the earlier you recognize all this, you learn of this, you become aware of this, right? Conscious awareness. You can start to shape your life so that the things that you envision for yourself, the things that you see, the things that you imagine, the things that you feel, right? And then the things that you do all become in alignment. And when it is all aligned, of course, it's going to be much easier to live a happy life experience, because it's going to be your self-realized expression of what you're doing. Now, if it's a little bit later in life, the most important part is not to give up. Don't give up and don't ever think that anything is too late, because as long as you're alive, thinking, feeling, doing, it's not too late. And of course, you can remain responsible because you might have a family. I know that word all too well now because I've become a family man. I'm a father. I have a daughter that's a year and 2 months old. I have to be responsible. And as I'm thinking about my responsibilities, I am also consciously thinking that it's one of my responsibilities to my daughter, for example, as an example, so she can live a healthy, happy, passionate, authentic, self-realized life experience, is that the way I'm going to be doing things or the way I'm feeling is going to get passed on. She's going to sense that. She's going to understand that. And one of the things I want her to learn is these three things, that they need to be in alignment in order for a person to truly be happy. And so I'm going to remain responsible to make sure that I can provide for my family, but I'm going to be aware and doing my best. Because even if you're doing your best and you're aware and I'm trying to have my visions and my feelings and my actions in alignment, I'm already going to be more passionate, more happy when I wake up, because I'm even trying. Just trying to do this is going to make you happier. It's going to give you more purpose, more true reason for your life, right? And in some cases, we are responsible already in a certain direction in our life. That's why we have to sometimes be patient, but always making that shift, right? So you may have a job that you need to remain responsible to. You may have some other things that you may need to responsible to keep performing and doing, so you can be responsible for your life, for your wife, for your family. But at the same time, you need to be making those shifts. You need to be thinking, feeling, and doing things in the direction of your dreams. Go boldly in the direction of your dreams. We've heard that phrase, that quote so many times. And as long as you're always even slowly, consciously aware and heading in this direction, it's like a chess set, right? It's like a move. Okay, here's where I'm at life. Here's what I have to be doing, right, in order to be responsible. But here's what I'm seeing, envisioning. Here's what I'm feeling. Here's what I need to be doing in order to be authentically happy and authentically a self-realized human being. And you combine the two to the best of your ability, and you create a strategy. And just having the strategy and doing this and being in the process is going to give you more purpose and reason every day. And it may not be easy at first. And unfortunately, the truth is life isn't always easy. But if you have the right mindset, right, then what you think isn't that easy isn't really that tough either, right? Because it's the physical pain, it's the accident, things like that that are really, the rest is very much mental. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm reminding myself, because I'm trying to make a lot of shifts right now. For example, one of my thinking, envisioning, feeling, and doing is exactly what I'm doing here right now, right? I want to be a writer. I want to be a philosopher. Actually, I am a writer and a philosopher. That's what I realized from the inside, and I'm trying to come out with that. So I'm recording videos. I'm writing. I'm going to be launching a Instagram channel called Live in Enlightenment, right? I've set up a website titled Living Enlightenment. I've got a YouTube channel, Philosophical Exploration. I'm trying to find my balance with it. I'm trying to find and create a foundation for it while staying responsible and doing other things that I need to do for my family to make sure that they have the necessary resources and foundation. So it's my job and responsibility to find that balance and to slowly make the shift. And every day I wake up with a sense of inspiration that even though I'm doing things that I have to be doing, that I have been doing in order to keep providing for my family, every day I'm trying to find time. I'm talking to my wife, right? We're planning as a family. And thank God, she's open to it, and she's listening and listens to me and tries to support me in any way she can. At the same time, I'm doing the same for her. I'm listening to her, trying to support her in the same way I can, so she too can realize herself and doing the things that she loves, so she feels happy and inspired. And then we can both create that energy, and then we can both teach and pass on that knowledge and information to our daughter, right? And then she can live that authentic life experience that has the foundation of happiness, self-realization, right? And then she can pass that on to her family. And then our legacy of family, no matter how it grows, can have this message that can be passed on. Because too many people think that life needs to be a struggle. That's what life is. And of course, if you turn on today's television, if you just speak to some people today, you think that all of life is just misery and that it's all about to come to an end. But guess what? People have been thinking like that for hundreds and hundreds of years. Certain people, right? And the world is going to end. For hundreds of years, people have been talking about, there's been dates set. And the reality, that's everyone's internal fear. And so they bring it out, and they bring it out to the forefront. And people's emotions on this level, and part of control by the systems, right? By the matrix that's out there, by the corporations, the governments, by the people, by the religions, unfortunately, in some cases, well, that everybody needs control of your thought pattern, your mind, your beliefs. So they're all fighting to have you give up your mind, your emotions, everything, to control you in a sense. And when you start to step out, right? One of the processes of stepping out, and one of the processes of developing an authentic happy life experience is stop watching all those movies and all that television. Turn it off. Experience life and go deeper into the life experience, and have this commitment, right? Commitment and responsibility to you and your family to creating an authentic happy life experience, which is taking your visions, imaginations, your beliefs, taking what you feel, taking how that connects and turning that into action, and having all three aligned. And when you have all three aligned, you're going to be authentic in your expression of happiness, not just grinning and bearing and pretending, but it's going to be authentic because you're going to find that passion, that inspiration for what it is to be alive, because all three are connected, because your energy is flowing. And sure, there's so much depth to this, and so much more, and it's so much more challenging than words, but it begins with words. It begins with that understanding. And so I just wanted to record this today, and to remind you, as I remind myself, don't forget about these three. Your vision, your feeling, your action need to align. And when you do that, and the closer you come to that, and the earlier in life that you can realize this and do this for yourself, then you are going to be much more happy. And that's the secret. That's what it's going to take to live an authentic, happy life experience. I wish you the best. Stay in touch, subscribe. Let me know what's on your mind. Let's keep going. Let's keep exploring. Let's keep philosophizing. Let's create a collective stream of consciousness for a strong, authentic, happy life experience for all of us, not just for a few people, but for as many people as possible. It can be a shift in consciousness in the world today, and it may seem so far off. It may seem so far off, but don't ever give up. Connect with people like myself and others who are thinking and believing in this direction, and it's not going to seem that impossible. I'll talk to you later. Thank you. I love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.